Old Dirty Dan wanted to make an appearance this week, and the first glimpse of the fawns on the ridge. Ain't they beautiful? And all the other animals are curious too. Welcome, friends. Welcome to the foothills of the Smokies. Another chapter of As the Ridge Turns here in East Tennessee. It's a beautiful day. It's been cool at night, some kind of little winter, but it's turned beautiful again. But we've got a little bit of rain off and on, and we need it so bad. And I want to thank you all for y'all's prayers for me and my family. We had a tragic thing happen to the family. So I want to thank you for your prayers. God bless every one of you. But anyway, here at the old swamp, the sinkhole I call the pond, it's got water in it, but the weeds, it's more like a swamp. But anyway, guys, the little animals love it, and they're having a good time. There's a lot of good pictures this week of rare captures. So I want you to enjoy yourself, relax, and let's see what's happening on the ridge. Of course, the little squirrels is always having a good time. Their time of year. And the deer. The fawns are just starting to show up. I got an early glimpse of one that hadn't been old just in a couple of days. And they're moving around real good. And the turkey. They kind of slowed down a little bit, but they're still moving around, especially the hens. And you liable to see them just about anywhere. The deer, oh, they love all this green stuff, all these little samplings, these new little leaves coming on, and they just browse all day long, taking their pick. And here a little old coon, curious, in the daytime, right in front of the camera. But it's spring. They're out during the spring, during the day. And the deer in the background, just going about their business. And these little coons are everywhere during the day. They're young. And they even mark the rock during the day. Got things to do. And there's old Dirty Dan out moving around. Catch a glimpse of him this week. And out the anchor pile, the deer just browsing through. And shows the little chipmunks. But Mr. Squirrel, this is one of his favorite places. He'll always find a nut of some kind. And he's right in the camera too. And there's old Yaller moving up the ridge. He's carrying something. I guess he's got his dinner. And there's a good glimpse of smoke in the woods. Old Smoke. And here at the stump, there's a little old blue jay perched on it. And the deer browsing in the background. But little squirrels, this is one of their favorite little spots to get them a snack, set up on this little stump. And the deer, they're so relaxing here, nothing don't push them around. They're fixing to be some more fawns be born. They're just starting to show up. Lucky I got a few glimpses of them, and I'll show them to you here in a minute. And down here at the cut, that looks like old Dirty Dan. Must be checking him out a new place here, in and out and under these rocks. And the turkey, there's an old Tom coming through on a dreary day. And there's that woodpecker again down there in that rock, in that crack. Must be a bunch of bugs of some kind, little nest. He sure loves it. And of course, the middle is Mr. Squirrel. He's always finding something to eat on around here. Never fails. But here's the most precious picture. The first glimpse of a fawn on the ridge this year. Can't be but just a day or two old. Ain't it precious? Beautiful. And here's another glimpse of it in another camera. Mommy cleaning it. Ain't it precious? A little old bitty thing. Hope to see more. And at this log, a deer just browsing through. And there's old Dirty Dan. Had to say hi and move on. And little Chucky here, out making his round. But old Ricky, this is his spot. He's always here somehow or another, working for that elusive nut. And he's gone. And at the tree, his buddy's just hanging around, having a good time. And there's a coon today at the tree moving through. But there's old Dirty Dan. Caught him moving out. And caught him coming back too. But that looks like Diane there. Coming back in. And up at the rock, little birds on Ricky's perch. A little blue jay. And here's a beautiful male cardinal. Ain't it beautiful? And here's a rare glimpse of a baby cardinal on the perch, waiting on mommy to feed it. And you can see mommy coming up here, bringing it something to eat. Ain't that precious? But old Ricky's on his perch here sooner or later. But he don't mind to share it. But here's old Dirty Dan. He's still half asleep, ain't he? He's so comical. And he's just relaxing on the patio. He laid down, finally taking a good nap here. Nobody don't wake him up. Just relaxing. My kind of day on an old dreary rainy day. But he's up, moving around. Cleaning his teeth a little bit. Fixing to head out. But to come back in, going to turn in and take a bigger nap. I hope to catch some of their young, and I hope they have some. But all I caught behind here during the day was the old coon here. This is a rare event. They always at night time, but here they are during the day. He's getting an early start, ain't he? But at the back door, The only picture I got is this. You can see a coon through the rock. That's all I got. Camera went dead. And down at the pond, an old dreary day, just old squirrel out fooling around on this camera. But on a foggy, rainy morning, the lens has got water on it. You can see the turkeys here feeding. They love this place to scratch around. And there's some big old birds too. Like a big jake right there. The other camera, all I caught during the day was a little butterfly. It's getting so growed up. Come dark, the coons are out making their round. The whole family's on the move. And there's old Freddie or Betty. They're back. They've been tending to their young. And the deer just browsing through. It's just a trail through the rocks up there. And there's old Socks moving around. And the old possum, they're right in the camera. Making her round. They're just coming and going like the rest of these little animals. Out looking for something to eat on. And the old coon, yeah, he's marking his spot at dark too. And there's old Freddie or Betty. They're out moving around good now. You know, Mr. Coon, he's watching out for something. You liable to see 4 or 5 of them, and then they run by themselves. There's a heavy-looking fawn going by, or doe. But they got to watch out for the old coyote here, old Charlie. He just follows these animals around. Down at the acorn, that little field mouse, and the possum. Here at the cut, little possum moving through here, moving on up the ridge. And there's little old fox again, on the prowl. Down at the tree, now this looks like smoke here, or Socks one's got a mouse right there. And the coon checks out where that mouse has been, and he's checking that out. And up the rock, all I filmed at night was a coon coming through on this camera. But here on a windy night, a bug crawling across the lens, you can see Socks here. He's sneaking up on that field mouse in the rock. But my camera's going to time out before he finishes the job. But you can see it right there. He's fixing to pounce. But anyway, up on the ridge, coons are on the move up there, moving across. They just follow the leader. And the old possum too. Forgot something. And that looks like smoke. These feral cats. Down at the pond, little old possums are loving these bugs. Bugs are everywhere and they like to eat on them. And the deer. Checking out the camera. On the other camera, you can see a doe here. They like all these different variety of grasses here. And they love it. They'll even jump up here and get the leaves off the trees. But the little coons, they're here. And they get right on top of that log there that my camera's under, shaking it. But come daylight, nothing don't bother them. They're still here at daylight, having a good time. And at dawn, all the little animals moving around pretty good. The deer feeding on the ridge. And of course the little squirrels, they've got their business. It don't matter what time of day it is. And you can see the does is still heavy with fawn, but they're having them now. I hope they do good. But it's time for the little squirrels. Work all day on this ridge. Coming and going. And they're so comical and relaxing for me to watch. And they're so comical too. Well guys, that's just what stepped in front of the cameras this week. Tune in next week for another chapter of As the Ridge Turns. These little animals are having a good time and they're having their young, so I hope to catch a lot more of them. And I'd like to dedicate this video to my brother, the one that inspired me to do these little videos years ago. So I want to thank you for watching. God bless, take care, and I'll see you next time.